Hello again everyone, thank you for joining me, I hope you're all well. Okay, so in the last one we had a bit of a problem and yeah, we had to abort a load just before I started recording, but we're kind of back on track now. So we're in Poland still, and I've found another job to do, which is taking dog food about. This is going to be really bloody awkward, isn't it, getting out of here? Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll drive forward a little bit more, and I want to give myself as much room as possible. So we're going to go up near that. Got to watch out for these crates, well, these pallets, sorry. You can't, like, shift them out of the way. Oh, is that another trailer? That's a green trailer there, isn't it, sitting there? Yes, it is. Okay. So what I wanted to do isn't quite going to work now, is it? I hate this camera, I really, really do. But as you may have noticed, I also completely detest the fact that I can't use the mirrors properly. So we're going to go over here a little bit. Like so. And if you're playing this game and you're struggling with graphic settings, you can turn all the hoses off, because as you probably just saw there, the hoses do have their own physics, so you can turn it off and yeah, it will free up some of the usage. Right, so I don't actually know where we're picking this dog food up from, but knowing my luck, it's going to be back there, isn't it? No, it's alright, there's a little bit of GPS guidance telling us it's somewhere else, so that's all good. Right. Okay. Right, here we go then. So yeah, it's dog food and we're going to Romania with it. We'll go up the curb a little bit too, just to make it an adventure. And we'll go round here. Okay. We are tired as well, so I need to sleep at some point, but we can sort that out at a later moment. Perfect. Yeah, so I hope you're all well, hope you're all having a good one. Yeah, and I am really sorry that I hadn't muted that window before, so it's just because, yeah, I wanted to have it there. I needed to get that last episode recorded, but I'm trying to help her get her hours up, because she used to be a much bigger YouTuber than I am now, but yeah, I had to have some time off of it, so no longer monetized, but a fantastic channel. Right, here we go. Okay. My goodness, the force feedback. Right, so cargo market, and that's where we're going. So we're just going to go into Ukraine a little bit. I will have Ukraine in the game at some point, but obviously that means that ROICs needs to be installed, and quite honestly I've got to avoid mods for a moment, because otherwise we'll never be putting this into the latest game version, which is 1.48. Right. Okay. What am I doing? I'm steering the wrong way for a second. Yeah, and I said about steering the trailer before, so that's exactly what I'm doing now. So, obviously it works the other way around when you're actually doing a lorry, because you'll be leaning out the window, so the steering wheel will kind of be behind you. But, yeah, so when I steer the steering wheel to the left, the trailer will go to the left. I'm pretty sure I can't get the controls up on screen, but yeah, that's how it works. Right, stop the engine, get loaded up, and yeah, so once you try and kind of forget about the steering, it does become a lot easier. And somewhere on my channel there's a video, it's on Farming Simulator 2022 or whatever it's called, 22, and How many times can I say 22? Probably 22 times. It's on Farming Simulator, but basically what I've done is I've got a vehicle, a Land Rover, and I've got a trailer behind it with another Land Rover facing the opposite way. So it sounds ridiculous, but when I'm doing that, reversing, I'm driving the Defender that's on the trailer rather than the Defender that I'm sitting in. There we go, look. That was almost planned, wasn't it? I could pretend that didn't happen. My goodness. I was going to say I could pretend that I'm a really good YouTuber, but that's kind of ruined the point, isn't it? What's this? What's he doing? Okay, that's weird. Hitchhikers, that's given me something to talk about. So, quite often, as a lorry driver, you'll be approached at things like motorway services, not so much truck stops, because I think truck stops kind of get rid of them. Petrol stations, that kind of thing. And someone will ask where you're going. So, yeah, like, I always used to be really general about it. So I'd say up north, down south, or whatever. And yeah, quite often they try to get a free lift with you. I wouldn't advise it. So I know that, yeah, obviously some of these people are desperate to get away from the area, but also some of them are going to be desperate to get away from the area for really bad reasons. So it probably won't be covered on your insurance. It's really distracting having a complete stranger in the cab. Yeah, it can just be really, really dangerous. So I wouldn't get into all that if I was you. Yeah, they could be a psycho, or they could leap across and make you crash or something. Definitely not worth it. So yeah, ages ago, I was doing a event, and my boss knew the company, like friends and all that kind of thing, and one of the staff was going to the event and asked whether I could give them a lift. And obviously where my boss knew them, it was all confirmed, everything, and it was just out of politeness that she was kind of asking for permission. And I really wanted to say no, but yeah, obviously I couldn't because of the yeah, it was all sorted beforehand. And yeah, so I was lucky enough to work for a boss who, he didn't smoke himself, but yeah, he was fine with us smoking in the cabs, as long as we were careful not to get cigarette burns and all that kind of thing. And yeah, I said to her, I do smoke and I can't pull over every you know, whatever. But yeah, it was just awkward because she was really nervous. It was the first time she'd ever been in a lorry, and you're especially high up in a lorry, so it's very weird to get used to. I remember the first time I ever got in a lorry, and yeah, I couldn't believe how far away from the road I was when I looked down. But yeah, it was awkward and distracting as well.
Get ready to turn left.
And like, I could sense when she was getting worried, thinking that maybe we were too close to a car or whatever, and that was off-putting itself. Right, here we go. She was lovely. She wasn't doing anything on purpose. Right. Yeah, and I had a bit of a phobia that day that I was gonna run out of hours. And obviously I did have a bunk, so I had my bed at the bottom and then like a spare at the top, but it was just full of, because I just used to use it as storage, and that would have been very, very difficult because I would have had to yeah, somehow get her to a hotel or something, because there's no way, yeah, there's no way I could ever get away from all the rumours that would happen. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad to say I made it there. Right. So we've got 81 grand, and let's have a look at this job here. So it's only dog food, but it's quite a distance, and it's going to pay 10,000. Right, so 80. I think we'll make it. So I think we'll make it in this episode, and then we're going to pay off our loan. So it's going to leave us with bugger all money, but it's going to mean that yeah, we're financially independent, which is perfect. So financially independent, 2 tractor units and 1 trailer, and yeah, room to expand 1 more. Perfect. Yeah, so I am going to need a break, obviously, before we get there. This is where adaptive cruise control is perfect, because I can't overtake. Obviously, lorry, really slow acceleration, and yeah, limited top speed as well. So I've only got like, well, 10 miles an hour extra than they're doing at the moment. So yeah, this is where adaptive cruise control would be ideal, but obviously I've turned it off because this vehicle wouldn't have it. Roadworks. Okay, so does that P actually mean that there's a lay-by coming up? Is this our stop? I think it is. So yeah, I'm gonna put in here, and I'm gonna have a quick break, and I'm actually gonna have a quick break in real life as well. So I'm gonna pop you on pause, turn all this off, and why won't the engine sound turn off? There we go. Yeah. So I'll pop you on pause. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, and we're back. Right, so we've just paid 238 of the loan. So what I remember, let's just have a quick look to see how much the loan actually is now. Right, so 85. So yeah, we're only 4 grand off. So it is going to leave us with bugger all, but that's fine, because we can build it up quite quick again. Right, so let's get going again. So we've got dog food on us, and yeah, in a previous episode I've said about dog food or dog biscuits. I can't remember which one it was. Like dog snacks. Yeah, the smell caught up with me before when I was delivering that. Let's stop and wait for him to go. Yeah, so I've been on the motorway a lot, obviously, and then yeah, I came to a stop at some traffic lights, and my goodness, it kind of rushed forward. And I did get asked quite a yeah, well, a really good question the other day. So yeah, how do you shower in a lorry? So obviously you don't have a toilet or yeah, anything like that, but if you're doing long distance, you'll have lots and lots of water, hopefully. So yeah, I know it's not very good for the environment, but I quite often used to buy them 5-litre bottles of water from Tesco, because they were quite like rugged, and whenever I could I'd fill them up, I'd reuse them. But yeah, you're obviously quite limited unless you go to a truck stop every night. You have to rough it. So yeah, lots of baby wipes and lots of cold washes, and even sometimes I know I'm speeding. Even sometimes, I know this is going to sound horrendous. It's like Ray Mears or something, but sometimes if it was pissing it down, like raining, you'd jump out and have a quick wash in it. It's just the way it goes. Like, I didn't want to waste money getting, because my boss would have paid for it, but if you keep your boss happy, they keep you happy. So that's why I didn't have to do London that often. But yeah, so you just rough it a bit and you take every opportunity. So I was lucky to have a curtain cider. So this is a curtain cider. It basically means that you can open all of them. And when you open the front one or the back one, there's a gigantic pole. And it comes out away from the truck about a foot. And if I was in a lay-by, I'd open the passenger door. So obviously, pretend the lay-by is this side. I'd open the passenger door, open the curtain, and yeah, like stick the pole in a like tree or whatever I could, and then I had a little bit of privacy. So yeah, not ideal, but you could have a bit more of a wash outside. Because yeah, it is, yeah, like obviously hygiene's quite important. But yeah, it's not glamorous. But then, yeah, some, like I said before, like car transporters, they're not allowed to live in lay-bys. So yeah, if you want guaranteed motorway service every night or a truck stop, then you can think about the kind of security of the load. But obviously if you were empty, and you had a profit hunting boss, they probably wouldn't let you park up if you were empty in one of them. And also, I said about truck stops before, truck stops and motorway services. So motorway services, some of them are good, but most of the showers are terrible. Something else you'll need as a lorry driver is flip-flops as well, so something that you can just slip on like sliders for when you go and have a shower, because obviously it's grim, and you don't want any
At the roundabout, take
infections or anything. But yeah, some truck stops are excellent, so you get unlimited time in the shower with hot water. Perfect. There was one called Route 66, I think, or something. It was very near or in Scotland, so North England or at the bottom of Scotland, and yeah, that was the best services I ever went to. I even went to one that had a gym, believe it or not. Rozzers, doing speed checks. I also liked being, because this lay-by, oh no, this is a petrol station coming up. But yeah, I also liked being out in the middle of nowhere as well, because yeah, it's nicer. You haven't got to listen to lorries reversing all night and shunting. So yeah, I used to prefer lay-bys, even though you do miss out on other stuff. Right. So what border is this? Where are we going into? Okay, so Slovakia. Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone though, because like American trucks, they have a lot more stuff. They have a lot more room, like cooking facilities built in, that kind of stuff. A few of our trucks have microwaves and stuff, and you can convert the bottom bunk, so the bottom bed, into a table and chairs, which is lovely. But yeah, I couldn't be arsed with all that. Mine was just a slab with a nice mattress on the top. But yeah, it's certainly not glamorous for a job. And like I said really early on in this series, you don't get treated very well either. You'll be spending thousands of pounds in a petrol station and treated like dirt because you're not going to be wearing a suit. And people will like cut you up. They'd overtake and put you in danger. I remember once I was on a road quite similar to this. Someone started overtaking. A lorry was coming the other way. And yeah, the lorry actually came onto my side of the road. So they passed each other on the wrong side of the road. But yeah, then yeah, me and this lorry driver were going head to head. It was just because if he hadn't have come to my side of the road, it would have been a head-on collision, and the car just, yeah, wasn't moving, but really bloody scary. And obviously in a crash, if a lorry has a head-on collision with another lorry, there's not much protection. Like, yeah, it's bad. And then you've got the full weight of the load
Get ready to turn left.
pushing as well. Right, but there are some real perks of being a lorry driver. Just being
Turn
on your own is a perk to a lot of people. Being responsible for, yeah, what you've got on board. A lot of the time planners can be a little bit annoying, but I was really lucky with my first company. Sorry mate, we're coming out. Cheers mate. Right, what time are we at? 21 minutes. Yeah, so 3 hours. I think we'll make it. I think we'll be fine. Do a little bit of speeding. Perfect. Yeah, I'd particularly recommend this kind of job if you don't mind roughing it a bit. So if you like kind of camping and that kind of thing. And maybe if you live with your parents, because obviously if you don't live with your parents and you're away 5 or 6 nights a week, all that rent that you're paying at home, you know, like, it's just sapping away your wages, and yeah, you're never going to get it back. Obviously if you've got a mortgage it's a little bit different. Right, why are we all stopping? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. He is edging, so let's just do it. Right, so this is a collision. So this is what happens sometimes. And let's just drive slow for a second. So when it's trying to figure out what to do, one of them will reverse, and then they'll try and see whether they can path round. But yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work because I don't know what was behind the one that had caused that. My goodness, what gear am I trying to get into? That one. Yeah, if there's a vehicle close behind, then it will hit that, and then that one won't be able to move, so its hazard lights will be on. It's just annoying. Yeah, and if you like being a robot, you can just do like RDC jobs, so regional distribution centres, so you'd just be going from one massive hub to another constantly. That's yeah, like some people find it really boring. I wouldn't care, because you're earning good money, you're on the same roads quite frequently, so you can learn the roads. Sorry mate, we're gonna have to cut you up a little bit here. Sorry mate.
now.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't bother me.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Right, I'm not going to say that place either, but this is pretty cool. Yeah, so it's not all motorways, Euro Truck Simulator, and that's one of the reasons why I like Grand Utopia, because there's hardly any motorway, so it's more kind of technical driving, and yeah, it kind of tests your skill a little bit more. Because like I said before, this game's aimed at everyone, so the deliveries are a little bit easy most of the time, and most of the time you just sat on the motorway doing 56. But with a map mod like Grand Utopia, sorry, it yeah, it just gives the game quite a lot more life. And pro mods actually, because pro mods, especially Iceland, is amazing. Oh, someone's just abandoned. Oh, I know this bit. I remember. So back ages ago, we passed a plane on the right-hand side. I have actually used the services, well, the little parking bit there, often on the game on my last series. Yeah, I went for a point where every time I got there... Oh, I'm signalling, I don't need to. Every time I got there, I needed to sleep. Right, I think here we can actually use that third one. So let's skip the queue. Yep, we can. Oh, shouldn't have declutched. You alright there, mate? Yeah, another time when Google Translate is a really good idea to have data when you're abroad, just in case, because yeah, I have crossed borders before and it's been very, very difficult understanding exactly what they want me to do. So just being able to grab my phone and yeah, instantly translate, because even if it's a little bit wrong, you can usually get a rough idea what they're trying to tell you to do. And obviously a lot of them are armed as well, so you don't want to annoy them. And it's like respectful, isn't it? At least you're trying. Is that the Pro Mods logo? Yep. Okay. So I think we're coming into Ukraine now. Yeah, we are. I can see the Ukraine flag. So I was looking through for a delivery to Ukraine, but unfortunately there weren't any available. But if we're going to Romania next, obviously I'll try again. Okay. Right, I can see a yellow marker. I think, though, we're meant to go through this one. So let's do just that. Okay. And yeah, I don't use the handbrake enough, I know that. It has been mentioned a couple of times. But I just press X on the steering wheel, so obviously in real life, yeah, you use the handbrake all the time. Right, here we go. I'm not going to make a clickbaity thumbnail either. But yeah, when I've got ROX, when I've got all that sorted out, we will be doing stuff here.
Get ready to turn.
And I might even buy a trailer and have the Ukraine DLC that I bought on that. But we won't use it. We'll just give it to one of our members of staff. We might even have a depot here. That's what I did in my last series. So I had a depot in Ukraine. Right, here we go. And I pulled over up here somewhere as well for a sleep. Right, so 76 miles. I did say that we were going to pay that loan off, didn't I? So I think I'm going to keep going. So, yes, sorry about this, but the episode's going to be a little bit longer. I can't remember what happened. I don't think we've been detoured on this one. I think that was the last one. Going way too fast, Johnny. If I steered any more, I would have risked flipping it. But yeah, lorries are much more stable in real life than they are in this game. It's portrayed quite wrong. And I think they accelerate a lot slower as well, in my opinion. Right, it's a roundabout, Johnny.
Take the second exit.
Okay.
Keep right.
God, I'm driving like a madman. It's going from one to the other, so
Exit now.
yeah, obviously when I was just trying to boost my level up, I was just driving like an absolute moron because there's no traffic on Truckers MP, which is really unfortunate. The traffic does make this so much more realistic. And yeah, I was actually getting quite irritated when I was trying to build my rank up. Off camera. Because I've only got a slow lorry on there. Well, not slow, but not a powerful lorry. And yeah, one of the jobs I took was a 62-ton train. So a loco... what are they called? The word's just gone.
At the roundabout.
And now I've got bloody Kylie Minogue stuck in my head. Locomotion. Oh god. Need a break.
Now.
Right, 1 hour 20. God, my brain's just completely gone. Nice Merc in front. I'd love one of them to do up in a stealth camper. It'd be excellent. Yeah, I think they were really cool. But obviously really rare now. I haven't drunk my coffee. It's sitting there going cold. Yes, this was quite a long journey really, wasn't it? How long have we got until we're late? Oh, perfect. Yeah, so obviously I'm not going to rest before we get there. It's 4 minutes. That'll be fine, and then we'll have a break in Romania. So one of my friends lived in Romania for probably about 6 months or something like that, and he absolutely loved it. It's very forgotten, Romania. He's a lucky man in my opinion, gets to travel the world, and yeah, you never know where he's going to go next. He's a remote worker, but yeah, he just wants to experience everywhere. And I just want to do the talented Mr. Ripley and steal his life. There's not many people that I'm jealous of, really. There's not many people I'd like to be, but I've got to admit right, almost there. I feel like I'm going to mess the parking up as well, so I might as well say it out loud. Just in case. And then I can be right, can't I? Right, another checkpoint. Yeah, so we're just skirting through Ukraine, so we're going to be coming out very shortly. Because we're right at the end of the episode, obviously I wouldn't do this in real life, but just because it was moving slow. Where are you going then, Mark? Oh, God. Right, I'll see the other side of the border. Okay, so let's never speak of that moment again. And away we go. Yeah, that all went really, really bad. And the manoeuvre I just had to do, my goodness. I didn't swear, but I considered it. Okay, because the middle one didn't actually have the yellow marker. Right, that one has. Come on, Duster. Away you go. Oh, it's the Rosas. Okay. Right, enter. Go, go, go. Yeah, we're so close. We might as well just get it done. Oh, come on now. There's sometimes dogs at these crossings as well, by the way. Right, so I can see he's accelerating as well, so... Oh, it's only one lane. Right, cheers, mate. I appreciate it. Right, so into Romania. And yeah, so the truck's only just really been revealed to you lot as I record this, and yeah, so far it's liked the one that we're in now, so I'm glad.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
I am looking forward to the next one, and that's yeah, a bit kind of future proof because it's an in-game truck. So that'll be good. So that'll mean that when an update lands, I don't have to worry as much. Because obviously this mod might never become compatible with the 1.48 version. Might never happen. So it's a bit of a gamble having these. Right, again, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. But we're 1 mile away. Perfect. 1 mile away from financial freedom. Did you see that van there had its fog lights on? So, yeah, I don't know why, but the Renault Kangoos, yeah, they seem to all drive along with their fog lights on in this game. Another bus depot there. Yeah, so I don't really get the bus depots. I don't know whether that was something they were considering adding to the game or what. Because, yeah, there's bus stops, bus depots with, like, working barriers and stuff. So maybe that's something that's coming in the future. I just don't know. But like I said before, it's pretty cool driving a coach on here. The sounds are all different. Obviously, you sit lots lower down. And, yeah, it's quite nice. You got the funky mirrors as well. Right, here we go. And just up here, the TV thing there. Mobile Broadcast Centre. And is that McDonald's? Maybe. And we're going right over in the corner there. Nice. Okay. Yes, I am sorry that this episode's a little bit longer, but I thought we'd make it in plenty of time. Right, let's make this easy on ourselves. So I might as well go right over here. Careful that the back doesn't swing out. So obviously wheels aren't right at the back of the trailer. Careful not to take that out. Okay. That'll do. Okay. And don't know what just happened then. Right, so we'll drop that load off. We'll skip that because we're right at the end. Go on to bank. And let's repay. Yes. So you don't have to worry too much about that, but it's just a nice kind of nice kind of relief, isn't it? Because now all the money, apart from fuel, all of our money is coming in rather than going out. Right, so we'll leave it there. Oh no, what has happened? We'll leave it there. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I do really appreciate each and every view. And if you've liked this, please feel free to join me in the next one. So, cheers everyone, and bye for now.
Platform 17 for the 1832 South Central service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Aldcombe, Haywards Heath,